I was startled to find a strange drop of blood on the floor, and when I bent down to look closer, I realized it was mine. And this was my first date with my boyfriend. So fear clamped my throat, and I rushed into the bathroom to plug the wound with toilet paper before forcing myself to go out to dinner with him. And at first he acted like a gentleman with every move full of elegance, but his real nature slipped out fast.
Dog, control your fucking dog!
I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
And when he realized he had been a little rough, he explained he was bitten by a dog as a kid and got 20 Phaon stitches. So he was scared of dogs now, and that actually made me laugh even though my period blood was already running heavy. And after dinner, I still followed him back to his mansion, ready to push through the red light. But the moment I stepped inside, he flashed a strange smile, and as the door closed, a sharp scream came from inside. So I bolted out in terror without even grabbing my shoes and ran for my life. And the neighbors ignored my cries like they were used to scenes like this. And as he closed in from behind, I dashed down the street, terrified of being caught. And no matter where I ran, he kept finding me. So I called the police. But instead of saving me, they locked me in a cell. And there was a working girl inside who turned pale when she heard what happened and told me that,
White guy? Tall, blue eyes?
Yeah.
You say he really fucking hates dogs.
Why do you know this?
once that man targeted someone, he always found them because her best friend was killed by him days ago. And just like she said, the cell door opened, and my boyfriend walked in. And he didn't hurt me, but wanted to play a game where he would spare me if I escaped, and kill me if I got caught. And even though I didn't want to play, I had no choice. And when I saw the wall covered with missing girls, I realized he might be behind every one of them. So I ran for my life again, but no matter where I went, someone watched me from nearby. So I flagged down a cab and begged the driver to get me out fast. And luckily he agreed, and I headed straight to my boss's house because my boss was the one who introduced that man to me yesterday. And when he saw my injuries, he was shocked, and I told him everything. And he wanted to call the police, but I stopped him because the station wasn't safe either. And I only asked to stay the night, and he agreed, and let me shower. But after the shower, I slipped into his room and searched my boyfriend's name on his computer. And I never expected that the folder named after him was full of information about the missing girls, and mine was the last one. And the moment I realized my boss was working with him, my back went cold. And just then, the boss's wife told me to clean the scent off my body or that lunatic would find me by the smell. And when the boss came out with that same strange smile, I panicked and ran, hopping on a bus as fast as I could. And once on board, I called my ex and asked him to meet me at a grocery store. And I rushed there to buy pads and then headed to a public bathroom to change. But just as I was about to do it, a knock hit the door from outside, and that sound meant he had already found me by the smell of blood.